Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Another day of fast gravitational report. Rough times, having a rough situations, rough energies, a lot of ego, a lot of things, a lot of internal wars. Yeah. This is kind of gonna feel on it because today, as we following the energies from yesterday, as I said, Venus is gonna be going into Leo. That's going to be opposing directly Pluto. Pluto is a retrograde, right? So he's like, if you're not ready for this evolution, you have to rethink your ways. If you're not ready for the age of Aquarius, you have to rethink. You may have to make a step backs. But what we have at the same time, it is that the moon is joining Mars at Libra. Problem with relationships, definitely gonna feel this energy. This is gonna be of that square with Jupiter, right? Jupiter is in Cancer. It's like, okay, if you're not mature about family or family challenges or situations in there, then you have to rethink differently. You have to do something else. This is going to be some reflecting on us, kind of like a very interesting way for some of the people. It's going to be some challenges, but challenges for what? To grow. Who's going to have a lot of challenges? Well, mostly it's going to be feminine energies, since Venus is going to be moving into Leo. I wasn't sure, but I had to check that out because I was like, there was something about this first degree of Leo. I think that Joan of Arc had something to do with it. Yes, it did. That was it. She had the Lilith right there, where today Venus is actually at. You can go ahead and look at it, Joan of Arc chart. But what we're talking about here is like Venus is going to be squaring Chiron and Pluto. That's mean what? The wounds of the past, the wounds they're carrying as a family, the things that it is, they're going to be coming out in there. But those wounds they can be coming in and start healing, or those wounds that comes in is like I don't want to feel them, right? I don't want to have them. I don't want to be with. And since Saturn and Neptune are trining Venus, this is going to be like, hey, rethink the situations, rethink the actions, because Pluto is what? Let me kind of like send you back in time. Let me help you to adjust yourself, because Venus it is sextiling Uranus and Uranus is trining Pluto. That is the synchronized energy, not the direct oppositions, not acting from wounds, not acting from this healing and so on and so on. Too, because it is so many challenges. All right, those challenges they're gonna be going through the day, so I'm gonna go through the hourly charts, guys. And what are we seeing at 7 o'clock in the morning? Well, at 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon it's still going to be below the horizon. The sun is going to coming out. The sun it's still under the divine energies, the divine yacht from Saturn and Pluto. That energy is still is going to be active in there. A lot of wisdom is going to be gained in there. But it is about to ask you to don't make drastic changes, right? That is going to come from the square with what? With Uranus. And since the midheaven is going to be at the Gemini, the friendshipness, the things, situations with an close relative and so on is also going to be challenged. So right now it's kind of like a hard time, particularly for these organizations after the new moon begin. Looking at first within yourself, because of that, don't forget about it. Virgo is the last personal adjustments, energies before you're adjusting within Libra, because Libra begins with others. And that energy is about to look first from within before what? Looking within others. Um, that energy at 7 o'clock is going to be leading the day. At 8 o'clock, we're going to see the past. Okay, the past is gonna come out because the south node is gonna come. You're gonna be looking at that as the past. Do you repeating the past or re-evolving from the past? And that energy can really kind of like make you a little bit agitated, but the energy of 9 o'clock really is gonna crank the things up. And the negative kind of like intense energies. The midheaven is going to be entering Cancer. That's going to be T-squaring Saturn, Neptune, and opposing. And I mean, Saturn and Neptune going to be opposing the ascendant and beginning to feel these energies of effects of the Saturn. They're not going to be that much. And thank God because it's like, you know what, I'm releasing you from those energies, particularly about the masculine side, right, which is Mars and Libra, which is Mars been having a very rough time not to create wars in there. There's going to be a war, or is that going to be a war? We're going to see this between 9 and 10 o'clock there. The moon is really approaching into Mars. That square with Jupiter is going to be very much at 10 o'clock because the inner work is going to be at Jupiter. But Jupiter is like, look within your shadow and look where you're going. Okay? Don't just look at the things in there. Look with this. There's going to be this great trine that we are going to have. And the North Node, particularly, is right here. That is a yacht, and the solution is going to be not to repeat the past, right? Because it's going to come from the Mercury, and it's going to be coming from the ascendant together with the Moon and Mars. Very powerful moments that are going to be coming towards us with a lot of challenges, right? But those challenges has to be what? Addressed. Well, they will be addressed. Yes, 11 o'clock energy, that is going to be what at the midheaven it's going to be with Venus. This is why this feminine energies is going to be somewhat challenges in there. We're going to see it particularly at 11 o'clock. This is a midheaven, and that's what Venus is directly opposing Pluto. But that energy, it is squaring Chiron, and the ascendant is basically you're not going to see the things that you're going to need to see because what? Your ego is more important, your attention is more important, or whatever, it's something else is more important. Compared to what the solution is to evaluate the visions from within yourself, the situations from within. There's going to be a lot of self work in there. I mean, Neptune is and Saturn, they're still in areas. That's like, what is at the beginning? I have to review at the beginning. What are they done with the beginning, right? Because it is back. All right. It's all about reasserting, redoing, re-understanding. Okay. That's mean what? Going deep. Saturn is the karmic ruler. Neptune is what? Visions and illusions. So this is a determinations between all this. You to discern what is true, what is not, what is illusion, what is not, and so on. But that is going to be some very much healthier energy compared to you going and you fighting Pluto. You ain't going to win. Okay, Venus never won against Pluto. It doesn't matter what happened within this, unless they are within trine and Jupiter is joining Venus, right? It's kind of like moments that the growth with love is doing the transformations. All right, 12 o'clock, this is going to be a communication time. You want to talk, you want to communicate, you want to do things right, but something within the shadow says like, no, don't do it, right? You don't know everything. You haven't looked at it. You haven't explored the subconscious patterns within yourself. You haven't explored the darkness from within. You haven't explored what? The negative, but you also haven't explored the positive that you're hitting in there. What it may going to be. So those energies with Mercury, they are very well with the Moon and Mars. Um, the Moon and Mars, they are like 2 degrees apart. You're gonna feel very good within the masculine energies. Time for actions, acting into the relationships. It all depends of what do you have at what at Libra, right? People who have something between, particularly those 12 degrees in there, let's say like you got like something from the 7th till the 17th degree. In that kind of like a case, you guys gonna feel more about that energy with that's gonna be affecting you more. So look at it in your charts, what it is. And the next hour at 1 o'clock, the authority is gonna take should I have to destroy everything, those certain changes in there, right? Or I can follow the divine guidance from Pluto and Saturn and Neptune, and I can go and reevaluate myself in there. Because guess what? The opposite solution of the Virgo, it is about the mental process. Okay, a lot of mental challenges, right? I mean, we have the south node is at Virgo, and the north node it is at Pisces. A lot of mental work right there, and this kind of like a mental work is going to be increased so much when the sun is going to be joining that energy, but that's going to be a pretty much within 15 days from now. Okay, don't think about that right now, but look at it in there in you. This is thing is gonna coming in. The ascendant is with Lilith. That is gonna be the shadow side in there that it's gonna come out to us. The next hour, this is gonna be at 2 o'clock. We're gonna be reviewing the part of this. Powerful energies is gonna be coming in because Vertex and Lilith is gonna create a great trine with the North Node. It's basically like that's what the shadow side in there is like. The door is open. All you have to do is just walk in there, but don't stay in the door. Don't stay in between. I want to see what's in my shadow, but I'm afraid of it. I want to see my dream, but I'm afraid of it to entering these energies of my dreams, right? It's a kind of like a stay in between. And Vortex is going to be like, you should look at it what? Your family situations, your family patterns. And that is going to trigger some of the unhealed situations, but it's going to be what? In a very healthy way. All right, the next hour, the midheaven is going to be approaching this joinment with the moon and Mars. That is going to be affecting this growth, this Jupiter that it's coming. There challenges is going to be rising, but they're not going to be kind of like a big or anything, okay? Unless you make them big, right? Because if you're focused on the war is going to come in, right? It's all about to go to meditations, go calm down, go grow up, having a grown up things, and even if you don't feel like it in there, but that is it. What challenges to grow, particularly the intuition is gonna come in. If your Mars affecting the intuition, guess what? You're gonna have what? Intuition problem, mother situations is gonna be coming in and so on. All right, 4 o'clock is going to be some intensified energy that is going to beginning to square Jupiter. It squares Pluto. This is going to be really kind of like interesting moments because that is oppositions of Chiron, right? We're talking about I have not healed things within me, so I will project my pains and across the sky, right? Within Libra, within the relationships. And if you haven't experienced this, you're probably going to experiencing something with that because your personal pain is what affecting the relationships. All right, 5 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at Capricorn. This is going to be a little bit more divine energies in there. Yes, you have to work, okay? Some of the people, what do they do? Okay, I got a problem, but I also have a work. I need to focus on my work. But the work could be you, not just the work that you're doing as your job and as a survival mode and so on. It is about you. How friendly are you within yourself? There's going to be a yacht from Uranus that is over at Gemini and Venus that is at Leo, right? That is it about the work, how friendly co-workership you're gonna have. Okay. All right. The next hour we're gonna have another yacht. It's gonna be pointing out to Mercury. Challenges for the divine talk. It's gonna be some challenges within our authority. You may gonna have a lot of duality within this and changes that you want, but you can't. You have a lot of things has not been processed. A lot of things has not been properly understood. So if you have to communicate, but you cannot communicate because you haven't fully understood, right? So that kind of like of energies is gonna be what challenges, right? Those challenges they're gonna comes in with emotions, and as those emotions are gonna be made it from the North Node, Jupiter and Lilith, they're all at the water sign. Emotions, a lot of water, right? A lot of clearing. Okay, you need to clear the things out, not just to be stubborn. For those who are clear the stuff, the things is gonna come out in the next hour at 7 p.m. That Pluto is gonna be rising above the horizon. We are going to see it how this energies is gonna be affecting powerful moments for those who changed. But this energy of oppositions of Venus is going to come down, and here how Pluto rising above the event horizon from the 12th house is going to be sending to what? It's going to sending this oppositions energies. It's going to say like, you know what? Don't fight me. Don't fight transformations. You are here to transform. So he's going to be sending some very good energies to Uranus. Uranus is going to be sending the energies to Venus. It's like you need to change. Okay, you cannot be all the time like this. Okay, so Venus hopefully learning that energy. She's going to be sending it to Saturn and Neptune, and from there it's going to go back into what? It's going to go back to Pluto. Okay, instead of fighting, you have to understand the change is powerful thing. All right. Later on, we are going to be seeing it at 8 o'clock as the ascendant is approaching the North Node. The futurist kind of comes in. It's going to try to ask you, hey, relax. There's a lot of things that goes on, a lot of things is in the process. You already done a lot of work. Can you be able to go and keep on going forward? How are you going to know about this? You're going to know about it because the inner work is in where? It's Sag, right? In Sag, that is it about the moments of time that you actually moved out of the shadow, moved out of the consciousness, and now you have to talk, you have to communicate, you have to read, you have to educate yourself, you have to be the coach to your own self. And now that energy is going to be very good trine with Mercury, very good trine with Chiron, and those moments of those energies is about to heal this within yourself, because certain things you have to talk to yourself to heal it. Okay, not that somebody else. All right. All right. 9 o'clock. This could be intense moments because the ascendant is going to be opposing the moon and Mars. This is going to be some intense energies. It's like some of those energy could be a very kind of like destructive in a way because of lack of the maturity. Because it's about me, right? I am. That's what Aries. Right, and the stubbornness, and it's like I'm the ruler, I'm the control, I'm in a control, and so on. Particularly with Venus, there is that Leo that says like I'm the queen. I said what it has to be and how it's supposed to be. Opposing Pluto. Here is that challenges that's gonna come because the inner work is where at Capricorn that it squares the moon and Mars. And also these intense energies as the way they are, you're gonna feel like, man, what the heck is coming in right there? Uh, yeah, it's been a challenge at moments. All right, but you have to do something. There is something that you need to do in there. It's going to be coming out a very positive energy at around 10 o'clock to put things in a perspective. But with that perspective is all about within the shadow. Is everything that it was in the shadow coming out or have not yet? And guess what? Is not. Okay. Lilith is still at Scorpio. That is it, the investigator, right? That is a this energy of I need to go digging deep. Something is not clear. Something is not straight. Something is not proper, right? I want to achieve what I want to achieve. So with that energies between squaring between Lilith and Mercury, particularly of because Mercury is at Leo, that square of Leo and Scorpio can trigger a lot, and agitation, right? Ego and the shadow, and I'm protecting my shadow, can really challenging things. All right, well, at 11 o'clock, Pluto is going to come out and it's going to be like, you know what, do what you have to, but you better learn it today of how you need to adjust your actions, right? This is going to be some powerful moments because the moon and Mars, together with Mercury, have divine energies towards the North Node. It's going to be a lot of to be what evaluated, but it's hitting in the past. If you haven't healed the past, where are you going into the future? You can't. And this is going to be one of the intuition learning and the feminine side in there of what has to be coming out. All right, so that's what it was, the astrogravitational report, guys. And I'm going to give you tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock what the energy will be in there. We are going to be at 7 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be at Virgo. Of course, organizations is going to be opposing the North Node. That is going to be the following energy from last night at 11 o'clock. That it was. You trying to do this mental work. Hopefully, you succeed. There, midheaven, it's going to be, of course, within Gemini. It's about what friendshipness in there. But we're going to see as that the moon it's separating from Mars. Mars is not that much in pressure, but we're going to see that the pressure is going to be putting towards that squaring with Pluto, lack of the transformations and lack of the healing thing. But the moon is going to be what? The moon is going to be square Pluto, opposing Chiron, and square is Venus. So here is that these feminine energies, okay? Uh, it is about survival. It is about a balance. It is about love and possessions in there. Which one you're gonna be choosing? Okay, so this is gonna be some a lot of cardinal changes that it's gotta be within because Chiron is still in Aries, while the only thing that it's there that is going to be in the fixed signs that's going to be a Venus because it's in the first degree. And another fixed sign we have there is what Pluto in Aquarius is like, go back. I'm going to recreate situations. I'm going to be seeing it. Can you be able to change? All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I want to say thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you are going to be doing what you're supposed to be doing within yourself. Hopefully this report is helping you in your life, and come back tomorrow for another Astro Gravitational report. Much love to you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.